In the next part, we're going to talk about converting between mass and weight. So to begin with, we're going to see the equation here. So that's what it looks like. So Fg, that's the force of gravity. You might remember that one from our last unit when we were talking about forces. Let's talk about what all those letters mean. So Fg stands for weight. We measure it in newtons, capital N for newtons. M stands for mass. We measure it in kilograms, kg for kilograms. And G, right now we're going to talk about G as the gravitational field strength, and we're going to use it as newtons per kilogram. Now, sometimes you're going to need to find something else like the mass, and that's what the formula looks like there. We just divided both sides by G, so the G is on the other side. And sometimes you need to find G, and that's what it looks like right there. Okay, now on Earth, G has a particular value because it's the gravitational field strength, right? And that is 9.8 newtons per kilogram. Sometimes we call G the acceleration due to gravity, so you might see it as acceleration due to gravity in some of the questions on the practice and in some of the questions on quizzes and tests and whatnot. Or you might hear it talked about that way in other places. But knowing G can tell you how strong gravity is in a place where it's being measured. Oh, I've got place in there twice. You can ignore that. Just there we go. Okay. It's measured and you can compare it. Okay. So if you look over here, I've got this chart. It's got a bunch of gravitational field strengths right behind my face there. There we go. And so you'll see there's some big numbers. The biggest number there looks like Jupiter. Jupiter must have the strongest gravity. Okay. So that would be the place where you could go and weigh the most. Where could you go and weigh the least? Ooh, Pluto. Pluto has the tiniest number there, 0.6. So if you wanted to weigh the least, Pluto is where you should go. Okay, so that's what you can do with knowing the gravitational field strength.